playing Stardew Valley and it just kind of froze on me. Hmm. Well, I'm not sure where I dropped off. Interesting. Okay, well, my Stardew Valley just sort of froze and disappeared on me. Uh, Never seen that happen before. Interesting. So I thought I'd just turn on chatting for a minute. You want to see something cool? I posted about this artist a while ago. Um, Last name is, I believe, Tomsky, artist in London. Hey, Becky, that was weird. Um, and a very kind fan of my writing asked if they could send it to me. And I kind of said, that's, I really appreciate it, but that's really expensive. And she was kind of like, yeah. I have a corporate job in Silicon Valley. It's not a big deal. I just want to send you a thank you. And I was sort of, wow. So I sort of blown away, but look at this thing. It's layers of wood. You can see the side, all the different layers, and then it's stacked in a way that makes this kind of deep textured. Isn't that cool? Yeah, so I keep staring at that. I have some of the nicest fans. And, I often, anytime I get a really nice note or a piece of art, or if you see over here, this is photography that people have sent me from this person's out in Portland and went way out into the forest to take photos of the night sky. And this is from somebody who works for the Park Service, I think in New Jersey. Sent me a sticker from their Park Service. And over on the other side, I have a variety of things too. But I always find it's inspirational to put things like that around my desk, so that when I sit to write or gather up the willpower to write, I can look around at these things and think, I'm speaking to people. Um, I'm sort of sitting here and doing this for myself, for my own artistic expression, but also because, these words are reaching people. And that means a lot to me. So, just out of curiosity, do any of you have ongoing artistic projects right now? While I let that sit, I have to say that having a camera here is really making me look at the amount of stuff I have on the bookshelf behind me. It's a lot. It's a lot. I have a whole bunch of comic books and trade paperbacks. That's a lot of this stuff. But also, I was an English major for a decade and taught writing. And at one of my colleges, the librarian would message me anytime the library was going to decommission or get rid of books. And she was a friend of mine, so she'd let me kind of come and look and have first crack at any of the books I wanted to take. So I have accidentally accumulated hundreds of pounds of books that, yeah, I maybe need to find some way to donate some of these. This shelf is just the books I know I want to keep. This isn't representative of all the books in the house. Yeah, organizing the creative spaces, yeah. I have a quote over on the wall that says, "There are some enterprises in which a careful disorderliness is the true method." It's a Herman Melville quote. Book Junkie, you're writing a story. Cool. Nice. Yeah, I'm really a short story poetry guy most of the time. I have a middle grade novel finished. I wrote a urban fantasy novel years ago that was published and is since out of print. I've done a couple projects full of writing prompts that were published, but I really like to do short stories and poetry. I think that fits well with my attention span. Same with 15-minute podcasts. Yeah, Book Junkie, do you want to share more about what your story's about? Looking behind me in the camera. How do I? Okay, so it's over. This is interesting. This is a box set of a nature show from the 1980s called Wild America, which is this interesting bearded guy walking around doing narration, a nature documentary, but on muskrats and badgers and such. But I saw the box set of the show for sale on eBay and picked it up, partly because that guy was a big part of the inspiration for the Crypto Naturalist podcast. His name is Marty Stauffer. Has kind of a thick accent. Yeah, I have a lot of stuff here. After Saturday Night Live. Yeah, could be. Could be. This was probably in the mid to late 80s that it was on originally. I know it was also rerun a lot. I'm going to see. Maybe this is too brave, but I'm kind of curious to see if I can boot back up Stardew Valley while we're sitting here. Just to give me an organic thing to talk about while we are also chatting. It's part of what's nice about video game streams. In the same way that it's nice to sort of gather socializing around tabletop gaming or cards or all kinds of things where it's like, okay, this kind of is the mechanism through which we always have something to talk about, right? Possibly loading. This poor computer I'm playing this on is it was like $100 laptop I bought to run Microsoft Word. Okay, it's possibly loading. Ooh, story details. Dystopian. Animal hybrid humans. Good. Changing society. Cool. Well, that all sounds like good stuff. What do you think your age focus is? Adult or young adult, or is this something you're going to work to publish, or is this a project more for you? As soon as we can, I really want to start some sort of community class at my local library. I don't know, to teach poetry or podcasting or just do a creative meetup group. And you're making me think about it because it's just fun to workshop other people's writing. It would make a cool comic book. Oh, our friend Stardew Valley is back. But for how long? Hard to say. We'll see. We'll see if it works, Becky. I did in fact get a new computer, and it's here. I currently have it opened up because I'm upgrading the memory and the video card and all that fun stuff before I put it into action. So that should be a more reliable device for streaming. Coming soon. We shall see. Authors and books I love? Oh, there's a lot of them. Oh, here we go. That's true. Yeah. Yeah, if the game falls through, or just on another stream, another day, I will absolutely just do a whole bunch of book show and tell. Book show and tell for me is a really good way to think about new story ideas also. I don't know, you start to look at the diversity of books and ideas and art and through the centuries, and it really starts to fill me with a sense of possibility for all the different kinds of stories and people and characters that I could look at. Which is a kind of wonderful, uplifting feeling that makes me want to write. The idea that there are all sorts of stories like fossils to uncover just makes me want to start digging for them. Hey, Ren. This is sort of my second Stardew Valley stream tonight, since my game froze while in the Haunted Community Center. But we're going to give it another shot. The Haunted Community Center. I suppose it's not haunted. I don't suppose forest spirits really count as ghosts in the haunting sense. No, I don't want to eat the raw egg. Thank you for asking. Well, I didn't seem to lose too much in the way of progress. Not that I tend to worry too much about progress in this game. I can afford to build a barn, though. I think I might want to do that. All right, I'm getting distracted with weeding. Focus, Jared. Where can I put a barn? Maybe someplace down here. Just because there's a lot of grazing room. Yes. Then again, I think I'm close to being able to upgrade the coop, which would let me have ducks, which are one of my favorite animals. All right, I'm just going to go see Robin, see what she's got going on, see what sorts of projects she could do. I'm going to avoid the community center for a little bit, since it did force me to restart my entire computer last time I went in. Okay, so what do we got? 6,000 for that. Those are cool. I've never built a fish pond on the farm. Stable, neat. Oh, so I could upgrade the coop right now. Oh, I'm doing it. Why not? Yeah, let's do it. Oh, ducks, here I come. Was that all of my money? Not quite. Let's see what else Robin has. Needlepoint flower? That's adorable. Huh, okay. Good enough for now. Oh, new coop. I'm so excited. Hello, chicken. Violet. Okay, well, since I'm afraid of the community center, I'm just going to hang on to the crops for a little bit. Save this, save this, save this, save this. Bring Gunther the strange orange gem I found. By the way, now that I can have subscribers, I can add special emotes for subscribers. And I have an artist friend that is really excited to make me some custom emotes. So stay tuned. Oh, that's going to be fun. Folding laundry with streaming, I think that goes together perfectly. I often turn on streaming when I'm doing chores. Or when I am so tired, I don't want any kind of entertainment that requires participation, you know? Like, I just want to lay in bed, turn my computer toward the bed, watch somebody play a video game. As to what the emotes will be, you know, we've only started talking about it. If you have a specific request, you can make that happen. You know, I honestly don't know, because we were discussing, like, well, what should we go off the podcast? Should we go off the poetry? You know, I generally want to do obviously nature themed stuff. Yeah. One frog. Yeah. Yeah, frog seems vital. I mean, I'm going to write it down. I'm going to write it down, Ren. I feel like we can easily do a frog. Yeah, because, you know, I'm relatively new to Twitch, so... And then I reached what they call affiliate status pretty quickly, which meant that I could start to have subscribers. And now they're sending me all of these tutorial videos on how I do custom emotes and, I don't know, all kinds of fun stuff. Yeah, I mean, the idea of a Cassandra emote was, I think, the first thing we discussed. Cryptids, 100%. But probably my my own unique sort of take on cryptids, right? Maybe a teacup whale. Maybe an orbital kingfisher. There's a lot of room for experimentation. Yeah, we'll get a Winnebago in here for sure. See what the weather's gonna do. Pocket crab. Yes. Yeah, pocket crab, yes. Yeah, the pocket crab's name is Magic. Thunder and lightning expected. Oh. There's a thing in my house where we found one coffee mug that had a crab on it. And so now anytime we see any kind of coffee mug that has a crab, we buy it. So we have slowly started amassing a cupboard full of coffee mugs that have different pictures of crabs on them. And if you're like me, you're surprised that there are more than one kind of coffee mug that has a crab on them, but there are. And I don't know, that may have started with the pocket crab. Yeah, it's an important collection, I agree. It's also a good collection in that it's a little bit hard to find. Because if you pick a thing to collect that's too easy to find, it starts to kind of overwhelm you. But finding a coffee mug in the wild that has a crab picture on it is rare enough that it's like, it's kind of a fun and interesting thing to collect without feeling like a burden. Like there aren't so many coffee mugs with crabs that I feel like, oh, I need to keep grabbing these to make my collection complete. I don't know. Maybe that sort of idea doesn't haunt other people with collections, but I'm from a family that was big on collecting stuff and then going to flea markets and antique shops and things. My mom especially collected Campbell's soup memorabilia. The entire house was full of it. And if you asked her why, she just kind of said that she thought the display of stacked Campbell soup cans in the store was pretty. And that led her to, I don't know, getting some of the merchandise. And then that spiraled out of control. She's pretty adorable, yes. Yeah, humans have their good points, huh? Yeah, it's just purely aesthetic. She's like, I like red and white. I like the label. My mom and dad are really the only two that we've kind of kept in our little quarantine pod, our quarantine during this thing. So I go over there a fair amount, and their house still has. She got rid of what she calls a lot of the Campbell's soup stuff, but that still involves there being a number of shelves and display cabinets full of it, like in the kitchen. But believe it or not, that's a lot less than she used to have out, where it would dominate every surface in the house. Yeah. Yeah, so I think of collections as something that can become kind of dangerous. But coffee mugs with crabs on them, I think that's going to be a collection that serves us well. Oh boy, that's a bold move. Somebody's starting a collection for you. A chicken collection. Oh no, so it caught on. Yep, there were absolutely air quotes there, Ren. Good catch. Yeah, I suppose nobody listening to this is shocked that I have a strange family. But you know, kind of adorably strange. I like them. Oh, it's a rainy day, so I think I'm going to go to the mine. Earlier in the stream, Becky and I were talking about me doing some more ASMR kind of streams, just because I think, I only recently thought that that's what I should call them, but I've been wanting to do streams where I just sort of quietly make up stories or read poetry. And looking around Twitch, it seems like the category that best fits in is ASMR. So if anybody else has opinions on that, let me know. Yeah, I want to do more sort of quiet, relaxing stuff. And I really like the idea of doing sort of a candlelit, quiet character, telling stories of sort of being out in the wilderness. Kind of chill, mellow stories with a little bit of strangeness. And that wouldn't be something I would pre-write. I feel pretty confident that I could ad-lib that. Yeah, Twitch categories. I don't know. I was looking around Twitch categories and looking at for stream things like storytelling or and I kind of came up empty on that sort of thing. But watching other people's streams, some people literally just read old stories and call that ASMR. And I don't know, some of that seems like the vibe I would be shooting for. It's an idea I'm playing around with. I just know a lot of what I use streaming for is kind of unwinding, relaxing time, especially in the evening. Hey, Lost Wolfling. I know you from the Twitter. We're just playing some Stardew Valley. Talking about other stream possibilities. Topics recently have included the idea of me doing sort of narration ASMR streams, new custom emotes that I'm going to be working on soon, and folks have been sharing creative projects that they've been doing. Whoops. Cool. Yeah, cozy gaming doesn't get too much cozier than Stardew Valley, even though I was just attacked by a giant insect, which I guess isn't the most relaxing thing. Although the stakes are pretty low. If I pass out in the mine, a friend comes along and takes me to my bed, so yeah, pretty cute. Well, out of energy, but I made it past level 30. So, I have a new elevator point. And we get to go outside and listen to the rain again, which is very nice. Cool. Glad to hear that, Ren. Although I don't know how you can stand missing these incredible Stardew Valley graphics. Yeah, I love the sound of Stardew Valley, the rain. I feel like they've added a new thunder effect, though, as I'm listening to this storm with the new expansion. Though then again, I've said this before, but I've never played Stardew Valley with headphones. I'm playing it now with sort of my professional grade podcasting headphones, and I think it's possible that I'm just hearing things I never noticed before because I didn't have audio this good. But the audio in this game is incredible. And also, I was teasing the graphics earlier, but this game does a whole lot with the graphics it has. It manages to set a mood that a lot of video games try and fail to set, which I think is very impressive. And I found a starfish. See if I need to bring anything to Gunther. No. Okay. Good enough. I will take them to my supernatural box of selling things. The Louis the Mayor creeps toward at night and gathers everything up somehow. I don't know. Yeah, ASMR is funny because it's something I really didn't know that much about until I started researching the kind of thing I wanted to do. And then I was like, oh, I didn't know that the sorts of quiet narration, relaxing things I wanted to do would be called ASMR, but it sure looks that way. We'll see. I'll experiment with some different streaming formats and Book Junkie, I was talking about how I used to love to write in libraries and will again, and the Book Fox episode was very much written when I was sitting in a branch of my local library, thinking about. I was specifically thinking about how a library is sort of a very haunted place in the sense that people put a lot of their spirits into the books. And then I was thinking about what a neat place it would be to be at night, with only one or two lights on. Or even to sleep in a library, I think would be cool. So that's when the Book Fox emerged. Grandfather Jellyfish, yeah. I love jellyfish. And at some point it occurred to me, how have I not done a story about a jellyfish? The next episode should be out in the next few days. I was just waiting on a field report recording, which I now have. Let's see. I'd like to find another earth crystal. Hi, Robin. Thank you for working on my coop. Stay dry. All right. Go ahead and check the weather. Hope it's going to rain again tomorrow. Sunny day. All right. Well, that just means I'm going to need my watering can again. Perfectly fine. I'm going to grab the fishing pole. Ah. Haven't done any fishing yet. All right. Good night, Atticus. Mm-hmm. I think the peppy summer music is kind of funny. There's definitely different music for each season, isn't there? I think there's different music for each season and the different weather. May even be time of the day dependent. I'm not sure. The more we talk about the music in Stardew Valley and the sound in general, I kind of want to track down the Stardew Valley soundtrack. I could play it while I sleep and have dreams about watering radishes. I think these are melons. Yeah, I think those are both sort of more kind of somber and contemplative. All right, I need 10 somethings, I guess. Place these crops. Cool. The whole soundtrack is on Spotify. Oh, nice. Okay, well, I'll definitely get that. Where do you all listen to podcasts? I used to listen to Apple Podcasts mostly, but so far I've been switching to Spotify more and more. I feel like I like their interface more. Oh, the coop upgrade's done. Castbox, okay. Brad, YouTube, huh. Cool. I suppose it doesn't matter for me. All I really need is, I need to be able to control what it defaults to in terms of playing it in order. And I very much need a sleep timer because I tend to listen to podcasts as I fall asleep. Ah, gotcha. Thank you, Ren. Okay, good. Yeah, it's strange. I like to listen to podcasts to go to sleep, but then if they don't turn off automatically, at some point they wake me up. Not sure how that works, but hey, my brain's a mysterious thing. let's plant some blueberries. I think blueberries are the only crop I don't currently have in the ground to finish out my package for the forest spirits. I think. Yeah, I haven't tried Friends at the Table yet. I've heard lots of good things about it. It's definitely on my list. I will get there. I'm sure it'll be one of those things I get to and think, why didn't I listen to people's recommendations sooner? Also, correct me if I'm wrong, but Friends at the Table has been around quite a while, right? Which is perfect, because I really like to... When I get into a podcast, I really want to listen to it forever, so... Lots of past material is good. Is what, Brad? Oh, cool. Friends at the Table? Gotcha. Alright. Boy, they've added some new fishing sound effects. Trash! Yes, the joys of being level 0 fishing skill. Filling my inventory with trash. That's okay. I guess I'm doing a service to the lake, aren't I? S-Town, huh. I'll have to check that out. I tend to go through podcast phases really hard. Which is nice in that, I'll listen to the entire back catalog of My Brother, and Me or something. But then I'll sort of be done with it for a while and need to move on to another podcast. And then sometimes I go back. But I very much like to be all in on a podcast for a while. I don't know, Brad. I don't really have a lot of educational podcast recommendations. I tend to go for audiobooks for my nonfiction. I know they exist. A lot of people love ologies. Have you ever listened to that? That podcast, I know, has expert guests and focuses on more educational subjects. Yeah, you might look into it. Although I'm secondhand recommending it since I haven't really listened to it yet. But I've heard good things. How do you feel about maple syrup? Okay, she's a fan. Cool. Let's see. Last time I talked to Haley, she said I look dirty. So we're just going to go ahead and skip that conversation for now. Well, friends, I think this will be my last Stardew Valley day for this stream. Just realizing it's almost 9:45 here. And I have a very early morning ahead of me. Very much appreciate you all joining me. And for filling me in on your creative projects and chatting about emotes and other stream ideas I have. You guys really make this a pleasure. Thank you, Becky. You too, Brad. Thank you. I expect I'll be back tomorrow around 8. Possibly a little earlier. Night book junkie. And I don't know. I'll have to make some time to do some of the more experimental stream ideas I have. So if you don't catch those, yeah, I'd be interested to hear what you think of the videos. Is there a direct messaging thing on Twitch? I was going to say message me and tell me what you think, but not sure that's how this works. Well, if not, I'll see you on a future stream. So thank you, everybody. All right, let me go ahead and sleep. Ooh, oh, okay. Now this is a decision. I'm going to go with tiller because I think that leads to artisan products, and I really want to do a vineyard as my ultimate goal. Tiller. Okay. Make sure that's saved. Whispers. Okay, thanks, Brad. All right. All right, friends. Have a good evening. I will see you when I see you. Good night.